What's up, everybody? Alright, today I got a quick video just showing my settings real quick. Had a person or two ask me about if I could show the settings. A couple people have been asking me about it, so I can't remember how to do this shit. Go to options, gameplay. I think this might be the stuff you guys are wanting to see. These are left, right foot input mode. Leave that there for a second. I'll just pretty much let it explain itself. Just give it a couple seconds through each thing. This setting I think is more of like a realistic feel to it. It's quite a bit harder too because everything's pretty much reversed with this. Everything's basically the same. Like if you're the controls for regular, basically the same thing. Switch this, everything's pretty much flipped backwards. And I don't know a whole lot about this stuff either. I just kind of messed around with everything till I got everything where I like it. Manual. I don't know how all these really work out. I don't think I mess with these too much. But like when I do backside, frontside flips and stuff like 180s, I'll kind of pull the trigger for about half of the rotation and then kind of wait for the catch on the flip trick, or just get about 90 degrees and then I'll hammer on the trigger again to get the rest of it. A little better look. My board settings. Yeah, I just got my trucks the same, and I loosened them up a little bit because you can't really turn worth a shit. I don't think, anyways. Wheel bite I've turned off because fuck that. Like, I'm not trying to be. If I want to experience wheel bite, I'll fucking do it in real life, and I hate experiencing it in real life, so I don't really want to experience it in a video game. Alright, bye. Wheel grip. Again, not too sure. I haven't really messed with it. You see, it's pretty much in the middle. In real life, I like my wheels to be a little bit more slick. Not like a wax curb slick, but I kind of do reverts and stuff a little bit and a lot of pivots, so I don't like super sticky wheels. So I figured I wouldn't need it in the game either. Alright, so there's the board setting. Flip trick setting. Auto catch. What's the difference in these in auto? Every once in a while I'll switch it to manual. We'll have to like flick left again, or you have to flick the stick. If you don't, you gotta pop and flick the trick, and then you have to move a stick again to catch the board. But if you gotta time it right too, just like in real life, if you don't, you'll catch it in like a Casper, and you gotta reflip it, or a lot of times you'll just end up shitting the bed on whatever you're trying to do, because that it's fun, but it's you're trying to do like flip in, flip out manuals and grinds and stuff. It can be a little overwhelming sometimes. There's a lot of shit, going on. So I keep my auto. Forward control. I had mine at manual for a little bit, but because it's got a more real look to it, I suppose. But sometimes the shit looks a little wonky because, maybe your flick with your right thumb's a little faster than your left or something. So sometimes, like if you're trying to do a tray flip, if your front foot flick is a lot faster than your rear foot scoop, it's going to do the rotation of the flip and then just the rest of the scoop. So you could have like, it could do the kickflip before it even does the first 180, and then it'll just spin the rest of the 360 and then catch it. Is kind of weird. So I just go auto. It just flows better. This is just, I just have this here because it's got a little bit better feel for me. I like that a little bit better than, I don't even know what the hell that does, honestly. So there's that for me. Got that on so you can do double flips, and like if you throw a tray and keep the sticks in those directions, it'll just keep, you do like 720 double flips, 540 flips, stuff like that. So I kind of I'll leave it on. This just keeps everything in the same realm of rotation like I was talking about earlier with this shit, I think. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't really mess with that too much. Input speed, as you see, I kind of like things in my input speed. Scoop continuous. Alright, so this is for, damn, I explained that kind of bad earlier. This is just for like your kick flips and heel flips, like front foot stuff. If you hold the flick, it'll keep rotating until you let go, if you're in auto. And then the scoop continuous mode is the same thing, but for your back foot, or for shoves. And I haven't tried it with an impossible. I don't know if maybe you could do like a double impossible, like a continuous one. I haven't tried that. But I know it works for shoves and stuff. Like I was saying earlier, 540, 720 shoves and flips, double flips, blah, 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 blah. This, see, I feel like if you have this on global and then you adjust the ollie height, which we'll get to that in a little bit, you can make it to where he just ollies like fucking head high, and it gets a little crazy. And I gotta, never mind. Matrix on. Does pretty much what it says. Looks a little funny sometimes. Not quite sure about this, but I have it on that because I don't want to be riding around and accidentally do it, because it's kind of pain in the ass to navigate through here anyway. Sometimes run into a lot of shit, or I do at least. Grind settings, casual mode on. I think that pretty much just means, so basically removes almost all validation when attempted to grind this and make connecting. I don't know what the fuck that second sentence means, but what I get out of that basically is, once you get into, like, if you can get into the grind, it's pretty much gonna, your momentum will let you slide for as far as your momentum will carry you, basically. I don't know if that's off, if it like bumps you, if you gotta like fight to stay on more or something, but for the most part, I don't really have too much troubles with that. Like if you get into a crook or something and then kind of lose pressure on the stick, one of the feet might sag and it might go from like a crook to a fucking wheelie or some shit, and it'll kind of look wonky, but I have it on no release. Huh. Again, I think I have that set to there because that's kind of goes into like the realm of the manual catch mode. it gets to be too much stick movement for me. It's like maybe if I smoked meth or something. No offense to anybody that does, but maybe maybe then I'd have that shit turned on. But for now, not dog. Grind alignment. Okay, so maybe this is something about balancing. Because I really don't have to balance. I don't know if he did either. I've only been playing this game like 40 hours, and the first like 10 or 15 of them, I was just kick pushing around. Like I'd spend like an hour or two a week. I quit playing it for a while because it was just a pain. Until I found out you can go through and do all this, and made it to what works for me. Uh, huh. Yeah, I gotta have that off. That'd get too fucking confusing for me. So it's a lot of little shit that adds up to being big fucking deals. If you just tweak like one or two of these things, it's not an issue. But when you get into multiples, you'll have shit stacked up and be like, well, what the fuck happened? How this right here? This is one of the things I'll come in. I'll turn this on fairly often, time to time. But I keep it off just because I do a lot of flipping out grinds and manuals, and it takes some headache out of doing that kind of stuff. You know, don't want to do a dark slide if I'm not trying to. If I'm trying to like kickflip nose slide or something, and keep my timings a little off, it'll land in the dark slide. So I'll just skip all that shit by keeping it off until I need it on. Revert settings. I don't even remember messing with any of this stuff. I think I just turned everything on. Oh, I probably have this set like this so I can just if I'm switch and want to change to regular or vice versa real quick, just double tap the trigger. Man. Okay, so yeah, safety net basically. I guess I gotta get good, scrub, huh? Alright, so there's those. I have that turned off. I just turned that off the other day because every time you fall, you gotta wait like 3 to 5 seconds or something and then it'll auto respawn you. But if you have it set up like this, pretty much as soon as you hit the ground, you can just start spamming triangle, and it'll respawn you real quick, a lot faster than the auto respawn will. This, right. Huh? We can both, yeah. I'm gonna mess with that. I don't remember seeing that. Smoke another one, dude. God damn. Alright. Yeah, I didn't even know about this till earlier too. I was looking at my clothes. I was like, man, my shit look dirty. This shit look like all sweaty up under there and shit. Like all dark. Been wearing the same clothes the whole time I've been playing this game. And it was like, oh, okay, man, that's why it looks so fucking dirty. So, I got some new threads. Board wear and tear. I don't have it. How do you, I got it to where the deck pretty much just always looks new. Because some of them have some sick ass graphics, I'm not gonna lie. And I like the way the graphics and the grip tape look, so keep them like that and have them, instead of having them all scratched up. I just changed this the other day too, because sometimes it's kind of aggravating, but then I realized there's this down here, and the way it's set up right now is to where pretty much basically it'll break still, but it's not really super easy, but it can still break. But at one point I remember I had to adjust it because there's a couple gaps that'll snap your deck pretty quick. Oh shit, alright, now this is probably what y'all was really wanting to fucking see right here. So for this, I'm just gonna let the thing do the talking pretty much and just let it sit here for a little bit, and y'all can kind of pause it and check it out, see what's what. I think that's a pretty good height right there. Get a little bit higher than that, like 3/4 full, it starts getting like shoulder head height, and I think it's this. Yeah, this is about as far as I want to go, because I do a lot of boned ollies too. So if you go a little bit further than this, like to where you could suck the board, because you can make it to where it'll fucking ollie and the board will be like in his chest or some shit. But it makes him look all crazy. So if you keep right about where I got it at, if you do bone ollies and stuff, it's not super noticeable. You could kind of, if you pay attention, to see his legs kind of glitch a little bit and look a little funny, but it's not that bad. I think that's it, man. Damn, I forgot all about this. That's cool as shit. I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit. I think that's it, man. If I forgot anything, let me know. Don't forget to motherfucking like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.